drone distribution company. Good evening, Mr. Kelly. Thank you very much for your time. How did we arrive here in the first place?
How did we arrive here? I mean, I know that yesterday quite a bit of the news was covered on City, but ultimately the first thing that I want to say to that question is where we have arrived is still our foremost intention to continue to work in Ghana. It's our foremost intention to try and bring back on the distribution centers that we suspended, but it was no longer possible for us from a financial perspective. So ultimately, this decision was financial, and we are trying as much as possible to find a resolution to that.
When you talk about finances, how much is involved here?
I mean, I think there was a figure floating in the media. That figure is correct.
So we are talking about over 100 million cedis, right?
Yes.
For which period of time?
We are still talking to the Ministry of Health, still trying to find a resolution, as I have mentioned. So I don't want to go too much into the details. So again, I will repeat that we have not been paid for the entirety of 2025, and that the figure that has been reported is the correct figure. So
if you said the entire 2025, so it means January to current dates as we speak?
Yes, it's beyond that. Our last payment is more than a year ago.
Okay, how many distribution centers do you have? Because in your letter, you say you are shutting down 3, which is distribution 4, 5, and 6. How many do you have across the country?
We are having 6 distribution centers, and as you mentioned, we suspended operations in 3 of these 6 distribution centers. And I would also like to mention that with 6 distribution centers, actually Ghana is the country where we have the most distribution centers.
And where are these distribution centers located?
I mean, you've probably heard that first, like the suspended distribution centers, they are in Western North, in Anom serving the Volta region, and then in Karachi. And then we still have the distribution centers ongoing in Wale Wale, in Omenako, and Omenako as well.
And the other 3, where are these located? The ones which are in operation now.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. I'm afraid Daniel is unable to hear me. I'm speaking to Daniel Kwaku Merki, who is the country director for Zipline Company Limited. Daniel, I'm sorry the line dropped. I was asking that if you say you have 6 centers and you are shutting down 3, which you announced yesterday, it means you have 3 which is currently operating. I'm asking, where are these 3 centers you mentioned located?
Okay, the ones that we are still operating is Ghana One in Omenako. We refer to it as Ghana One because it was the first in Panya and Vopsi. That's what the one I was saying, Vale Vale. Those are the 3. I don't know if you heard it before.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you say you are negotiating with government for the possibility of the payment of this. If the payments delay, if the payments delay, what next for you?
Sorry, the line was a bit bad, but I think you are asking if the payment is made, what next? Is that right?
Yes, I'm saying that you are hoping that government, you say that you are negotiating with government for a possible payment. And I'm saying if you don't get it the way you want it, or you don't get it as soon as possible, what happens to the people you serve?
I mean, thanks for that question. Ultimately, what we want to achieve, right, is a resolution, and we want to widen healthcare access to all Ghanaians. Now, ultimately, what we are trying to resolve here is we need, of course, to have a financially sustainable business. That is one side of it. And then we also need like a partnership with government that allows us to support them on their healthcare mandate and allows us to provide access to all Ghanaians. So that's the ultimate objective. I understand the question that you are asking, right? But ultimately, our sole focus as of now is to find a resolution, and beyond that, I wouldn't go into too many details because, as I'm saying, we are still talking to the Ministry of Health.
Daniel, I'll say a big thank you for your time. Daniel Kwaku Merki is the country director for Zipline, the